Hi there, welcome back to my channel under a new name, What's Cooking with Lizzo C. Today's recipe is homemade spinach basil pesto, nut-free. So I'm holding up the recipe if you guys want to take a screenshot, and plus I will add the recipe in the description. I'll just go over the ingredients, what's needed. So I'm just holding up the 4 cups of spinach. I'm using baby spinach. And the recipe calls for 2 cups, but I only have 1 cup of basil available here. Should be just as fine, it won't be as strong. Next will be 2 cloves of garlic, minced. And I'm just holding up the fresh squeezed lemon juice, so it'll be 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Next is 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Next is 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of fresh ground pepper, black pepper. Next, we'll be putting in olive oil, 1/3 of a cup olive oil. Next, I am using my small food processor. This is where I wish I had a larger one, but I don't think I'll need a large. I don't use a large one as much as I would as my smaller food processor. So I'm adding 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Now I'm just gonna be adding the vegetables like spinach and basil. So I'm doing it in steps because of it's a small food processor. So I'm adding the garlic and Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper, and starting the food processor. I'm going to use a knife to scrape down the sides and make sure everything's loosened up, and so I can pulse it again. Adding more spinach. Yeah, so having a smaller food processor, I have to do it in steps, a couple of steps here. I think a larger food processor, I probably could do it in 1 shot, but oh well. I'll be adding the olive oil at the closer to the end of this process here, I guess. Yeah, I could have probably added some just to make it more moist and pliable, I guess, when I'm turning on the machine. Just give it another stir, loose things up, and then continue on. So here I'm adding the olive oil, and I guess the last bit of the spinach, and the last bit of pulsing the food processor. this is how it looks after it's all been mixed together in the food processor. So I already went ahead and boiled some penne pasta for my dinner for tonight. I will be mixing this homemade spinach basil pesto, and then you can use as much as you wish. It's all by eye. I'm gonna do 2 scoops first, mix it up, and I might add more, or just probably the rest that's in the jar. So just giving it a good stir, making sure everything's all mixed together. So just using a spoon and to control the pour, the olive oil, I'm going to pour it in 2 spoons of olive oil. Give that another stir. And I went ahead and grated some Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna spoon some Parmesan cheese over the pasta and give that a stir. Oh, that's the timer for my salmon. I made some salmon the other night. I'm just warming that up. So here's a close-up of the pasta dish. So here's the final presentation of my dinner for tonight. Homemade spinach basil pesto sauce with penne pasta with some salmon, and I put some of the pesto on top of the salmon, and it was delicious when I had this off camera. The spinach basil pesto is great to serve with pasta, veggies, chicken, fish as a spread. Goes well with just about anything. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye for now.